What's going on, guys? This is Sean from Combat Sports Nation here with Mitch Raposo and John Lessard, who are facing off for the vacant flyweight title April 14th at the Plymouth Memorial Hall for Cage Titans XXXVIII. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me for the face-off. This is very exciting. You guys shook hands before we got on camera, probably the last time you guys might shake hands. So this is exciting. We're going to start and keep it real simple. Mitch, you're on a roll. You definitely deserve to be here because of the work that you've put in. Looking at it from a standpoint that many people could look at it from a standpoint that he was given the opportunity. Do you feel this way?
Yeah, I think it's obvious. You know what I mean? Simple as I think he'll admit it too.
I agree.
Given the opportunity. But it is what it is. It's a fight at the end of the day. Anything can happen, but he was given the opportunity. All I need is a name and I'll show up and I'll fight. Simple as that.
John, you shook your head. Tell me what was the process with you and your teammate to get to this point to challenge Mitch for the title?
Well, at first I didn't know about it until like a week before the last event, which was we went to the UFC event, and that's when my manager came up to me. He goes, "Hey, Jake's vacant the belt to you to fight Mitch," and I had no idea until that right then and there, and that's pretty much how it went about.
Now, I've heard the backstory from you. I've also heard somewhat of the backstory from you as well. How did we get here?
What do you mean?
How did you, being former teammates or training partners, end up to get here?
No. You want to go? Or?
Yeah, I'll go. So
Okay.
last year before I made my debut.
Address each other. Don't address me.
Last year before I made my debut, you said that you didn't want to fight. There's two guys you didn't want to fight. It was me and it was Will, because you were friends with Will and you used to train at my gym. Which you were cool, like, you know what I mean, you were on my Facebook, stuff like that, you were cool. But like, there was no reason why I wouldn't fight you, because I didn't even know who you were.
Yeah.
And that's how it went about. But then, before my last fight, you said that you called me a hype train, when it was complete nonsense. When before that, you were like my #1 fan on my Facebook feed, saying I'm the next Cage Titans champ. So technically, you even predicted it. But then, before the fight, you called me a hype train. I know you're hyping up your boy, but still talking shit on like social media, so.
Yeah, what he said was true. I did train at clinch, but it wasn't for a very long. It was like only for like a month or two. I trained there, but it was like way before I even knew who he was. He wasn't even in the area. It was way back in the day. And I know eventually, obviously he's talented. I'm not gonna lie. He's a good fighter. You know what I mean? He's talented. He has a lot of skills and all. But when I was fighting in clinch, and if he was there, I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want to fight him or anybody there. But I know as him being one of the top 125ers in New England, I'm most likely going to fight him regardless if I'm there or if I'm not there, you know what I mean? Because he wants to fight the best, I want to fight the best. And right now, he's the best fighter in New England. He's ranked #1, 3-0, good performances and stuff, and here we are today.
What do you think from having already trained to some extent? I don't know if you guys have already...
no, we never trained together. That's why, yeah. I see his work day that I respect it and all, but we've never trained together at all. You know, we've seen each other a few times. We talked to Cage Titans, what's up here and there. But we weren't really like friends with each other. You know what I mean? We're on social media. We say hi. Oh, comment on pictures. You're good and stuff. And so I already knew I was gonna face him eventually, regardless of the title or not. We were gonna meet sometime down the line.
How did the conversation change? And again, how did the conversation change, or your feelings change, go from the support to now the, as many have said, hype train of Mitch Raposo? Where did that transition from this is the guy, this is the next Cage Titans champion to he's a hype train? Yeah,
well, a lot of there's a lot of fighters you respect. I'm sure he has some fighters he respects. He was like, I want to fight that guy. I mean, he's good. Like, I did call him a hype train to hype up my friend Will for the fight, because I feel like Will, he's actually my friend. I train with him. He's like a teammate of mine, basically. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, this kid's Mitch. You got to admit, not to be rude, you are pretty hyped around the area and stuff. So that's what I said. I said, you're a hype train and stuff.
Rightfully so.
Freaking, and he's a hype train for now, until it comes out April 14th, I derail it.
And a lot of times, hype comes with skill for some reason. You know, do you feel, looking at your body of work, that you could be considered possibly some hype, and what does John bring to the table that that you're going to prove that there is no hype?
There's no doubt that I deserve the hype. I put in the work. I've trained consistently since I was 12 years old, 6 days a week. This has been the best thing in my life since I was a little kid, so I deserve the hype. I win fights. As simple as that, I deserve the hype. And him on April 14th, to be honest with you, out of all the 3 dudes I faced, I don't think he stacks up to any of the 3 of them. I think there's a reason you didn't want to fight Will. To be honest, Will's a beast, but
He's a beast.
As simple as that, I dominated him without breaking a sweat. Like, to be honest with you, I dominated you, boy. When you said he was going to smash me, to actually break my arm, say he was going to, what did he say before the fight? He was going to tear me into pieces. Dude, I didn't break a sweat. I dominated him. Simple as that. So what he brings to the table, I respect anybody. Anything can happen in the cage. Anything. But simple as that. I know when I show up, I can beat anybody.
What's the biggest strength, or what's your biggest strength that Mitch is going to have to overcome, and what's his biggest weakness that you're going to expose?
I'm just going to go over there and do my thing, and I mean, I'm not going to worry about his strengths or weaknesses. I'm just going to focus on getting better, and when I'm in the cage, do what I got to do. I know he has great wrestling now. He's a fantastic wrestler. His striking's good, but I'm focused on all aspects. I'm not just focusing on his wrestling game, his striking game, his jiu-jitsu game, because I'm focusing on all games. Like, he's strengths and there's strength everywhere, and he has some weaknesses too, but I don't want to say it right now.
What do you have as far as predict? How do you feel about that response? Do you think that's a skirting around? I
don't think he sees. To be honest, I do have weaknesses, but I don't think he sees them. I'll say his weakness right to his face. When you get hit, you don't like getting hit, and I'm going to hit you. And if you're still standing there, I'm going to take you down. When I pass you out, I'm going to submit you. Simple as that.
Do you have a? Please.
No, I'll say we'll see.
Do you have an official prediction?
Oh, he's getting finished regardless. I even told my coach, don't give me that title if I don't finish the fight. He's getting finished. Doesn't go past 2 rounds.
What is Mitch going to learn about you the first time you connect with him?
He's going to know that I'm not like the other opponents he's been in there with. I'm a whole different person.
You didn't even want to fight your boy, so what do you mean you're not like them? You didn't want to fight him. You didn't want to fight anybody. You're friends with us all. You didn't want to fight any of us.
Okay, I'm friends with all. You didn't want to fight. I fought Josh. I fought Josh. I fought Carlos.
Now you're Josh's best friend.
I fought Ali. What do you mean? I haven't talked to Josh.
Oh, you were just hyping up Josh right before the fight. You're saying that everybody should be scared when he comes back.
Red, show me.
What do you mean, show you? We're doing an interview. You want me to go on Facebook?
Yeah. What I said that.
Simple as that. If you're going to say that,
I love how you're stalking me and stuff on Facebook.
Bro, you're the one commenting on my social media.
I love how you're talking.
Bro, you're the one commenting on my social media.
I love how you're stalking me.
I love how you're stalking me. You didn't want to fight me since I didn't even know who you were.
I love how you're stalking me.
Nobody's stalking you. What are you talking about?
You think you're all great and stuff. Okay,
no, I didn't say I was all great.
All right.
But simple as this. You're going to sit here and say that you're going to bring something that I've never seen before when the last dude that I dominated, completely dominated, you didn't want to fight since the get-go.
Since the get-go, okay.
You did.
All right.
That's fact.
All right, the thing is, I'm fighting you because I haven't trained with you. I've trained with Will. You know what I mean? We talk on a daily basis.
So if Will would have beat me, you wouldn't have fought him for the title?
No, we agree with it. We agree with it. I already talked to him and said, because Jake's the one who vacated. He said, Jake, before we started training, he was like, hey, if you beat Mitch, I'm going to vacate the belt. You can fight someone else. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to fight the belt either, for the belt either. That's going to be all you, Will.
So you're just friends with everybody. You don't want to fight anybody.
I'm cool with everybody. I'll always want to fight people. I'm cool with people. You're not cool with some people you fight with? Look at you and Will. You guys are talking back and forth. At the end of the fight, you guys
it was all a game. It was all talk. You saw me at weigh-ins. He was trying to be my best friend. That's what you guys do. When I'm saying, I'm not. You're not a bad dude. But I'm gonna sit here and say facts. Right. Simple as that. Right. But you guys just talk for the social media. You guys ain't about it. Simple as that.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, we'll see.
You're gonna smash me. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
All right.
Can't wait.
Gentlemen, I just want to say thank you so much. Hopefully, at the end of your fight, regardless of the outcome, there's some sportsmanship
always
there.
Yeah, always.
But this is very exciting. How do you feel with the potential of beating another red line fighter?
See, everybody wasn't even sure Will was a red line fighter. He had someone in his corner from red line, which I know red line's a top gym. There's a lot of good dudes that I've trained with from red line that are good dudes. I respect that gym. But as far as facing, I don't really look at that, beating another red line fighter. I want to fight everybody. I'm going to clean you guys all up if I go pro.
Yeah.
That's the plan. I don't really care about the school he's coming from.
I've already said Will only went there a few times. He was not like part of the gym. Because I'm there, so he trains at Brazilian Top Team or Level Grounds. Yeah, Will's not really like a member of Redline, but he trains. He comes in, trains with us and stuff. So.
One last thing. You've talked a lot about friends and friendship. How's it going to feel if you're able to avenge your friend's loss against Mitch?
I really don't care about avenging nothing. You know what I mean? I really don't. Doesn't really matter. There's no animosity against him or Will or me or him. It just, you know what I mean? Go there, do my thing. But what I'm more excited about going to this fight is I'm a major underdog. That's what makes me drive more. Like, I love being the underdog. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Awesome. Gentlemen, once again, thank you so much. Again, Sean, Combat Sports Nation, April 14th, we'll be there. These gentlemen will be fighting for the vacant Cage Titans Amateur Flyweight Championship. Gentlemen, thank you so much.